it doesn't matter because we've been able to control the board still, and it's fine. I can throw this damage in directly into their core. This damage is also buffing these fleeting tri-beam Improbulators. And literally all it takes is just throw something down. Throw anything down, I can remove it. Hello everyone, Gomez here from the LAN Up channel with another deck for you today. This one, the Trying Darkness deck, whereby it is another Darkness deck running Senna, but instead of running it in a standard way with what's his face, Bandle City and all the darkness stuff that comes in there, we are running it in P and Z to be able to give ourselves access to the Tri-Beam Improbulator, which every single time that you use a card which costs 3, it goes up by 1, meaning that all the ways of making the darkness is a spell that costs 3, so therefore every single time that we're using darkness, if Tri-Beam Improbulators are in hand, not only are we just like, you know, potentially letting the darkness go up with if Veigar's on the board, like he's increasing the damage of the darkness, but we are also increasing the damage of our Tri-Beam Improbulators and making them a little bit more like a formidable and summoning better creatures, as well as the fact that obviously Senna does make Tri-Beam Improbulator fast speed, which does mean that in some cases it does actually matter in terms of the fact that, say that something was trying to trade with Senna, say that there was something on the board that they immediately went for an open and all you had was the Tri-Beam Improbulator that could kill that unit, but obviously it wouldn't normally be able to because of the slow speed, but with fast speed Tri-Beam Improbulator this can actually, like, you know, solve a number of problems, as well as we've got like a, yeah, I always like putting in Withering Mist with Senna. I don't know why, I just do. So this is the deck that I have for you today. We've got a couple of counterfeit copies because, yeah, again, you can always counterfeit copy the Tri-Beam Improbulator to be able to, once it gets to a certain level, make copies so that if you grab those copies, they're already at that stage in your deck. This deck has got like a couple of bits of draw, so obviously free cost, the new free cost spell here, Insider Knowledge, not only helping Tri-Beam Improbulator, but also giving us draw. We've got Doom Beast hitting in for free. We've got this guy. Technically, we could put in another copy of this guy. I went with one copy of him because there was other things that I wanted, but you can definitely just... The main card within the Darkness region, which is good, is the Solari Sentinel, because of the fact that they're creating a Darkness, but they're free cost, and then also the Darkness is free cost. So, devastating card. That's the reason why cards, because like this is the reason why we have Innovative Improvement to be able to make more copies of the spells which are making the Darkness, as well as we do have Fading Memories, which yet again can make more copies of the spells which are making the Darkness, or make copies of stuff that our opponents got that could be useful either defense wise or attacking wise. So this is the deck that I have for you today. Really nice deck. As like I have all of these free cost things, as well as obviously every single Darkness helping out between with those Tri-Beam Improbulators, and yeah, so it's one of those decks where I still feel it needs a bit of tinkering to perfect. So we do have a little bit of Predict to be able to help us get in here, but you really want to be trying to get at least one Tri-Beam Improbulator in your hand to start off with, and then the idea of if you buff that one up and then use counterfeit copies on that, then you've got that going on for you. But reasonably controlled deck wise, much like all the other Darkness decks, it's all about just making sure that you're using the Darknesses to your advantage, in terms of knowing that if you play somebody else who's going to create a Darkness like that you don't already have a Darkness in hand, or if you do, the knowledge that you know that you're losing that Darkness is important to remember when playing these kind of decks. It's a very smart deck, and that's the reason why I love the Darkness as an archetype, and I really would do this with a Tri-Beam Improbulator. So I hope you enjoy what you see here today, because this was a lot of fun. All the games you're going to be seeing were streamed live, so obviously shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. If you want to catch me on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, please feel free to, because I love people coming over saying, hey, I've come from your YouTube and whatnot. So if you want to come catch the action live for yourself, please feel free. There is a Discord link down below. All the links are down below. So if you want to get into the Discord, share your deck ideas. Like, you know, tell me what you've been getting up to with this expansion and whatnot. I would love to hear all those things, as well as we've got a lovely community in there already. And if you enjoy yourself, why not consider hitting that subscribe button? But do not feel forced. These are the options that are available to you. So let's get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matches. Okay, so Fizz Nami, the classics. I should keep... actually, no, I guess... do I want to get rid of... I feel like I want to keep Veigar, because, like, the sooner you can get him on the board, the sooner Darkness actually starts going up and damage, and it's actually kind of important. So, the idea of this is that we can copy Darkness, or we can copy the Tri-Beam Improbulator. That's why we put 2 of these in the deck. Okay. Willing to go forward here. The thing of it is that I can't throw you down, use this, and then throw Veigar down to get enough. Like, you have to be very careful when playing Darkness, like especially when you're not playing it with the full-on stuff which comes from Bandle City, which gives you other options of getting Darkness. You've kind of got to be a little bit more careful.
I am here until I am no more.
Because you've only got so many different ways of making Darkness, and even though you'd want to throw Veigar down, he does create a Darkness upon summon, so you kind of want to use the Darkness in your hand first before... I mean, you know for a fact this is going to get pranked. You know for a fact this is going to get pranked. I have everything in my hand. I guess... Yeah, that's fine. You can make that cost more, I don't care. So... Go for throwing down Darkness. Willing to accept. Throw Darkness over here. Means I can throw down Veigar next turn. I can even wait. I can even wait because then I'll be able to use it immediately, like his like Darkness spell. Of course. Gonna go immediately forward here. Because I don't mind the trade-off. Trade-off for damage. Against a deck which is mostly going to probably be going elusive against me, I want to do as much damage to them as possible while I can. Of course. Oh, my draws, but okay. Ooh, because they want to be, say, protecting their elusives. Makes sense. But next turn I can throw Veigar down. Jonas the Man! Hello! How you doing, Jonas the Man? Hope that all is well with you. How is your day going? And I want to know interactions with Senna and Senna the Light. So a Senna deck. The only thing is, like, you know, she's not good. Like, she's really not good in her own. Like, she's not good in Demacia. Like, there's nothing which she really works with 100% in Demacia, sadly. Of course, I feel like they'd make the draw cost more. It makes too much sense to make draw cost more to not make draw cost more. Okay. I mean, I can get you with Darkness. So I'm going to be hit by another prank. But at least before I get hit by a prank, I can use this Darkness. I feel like I have to. I've got nothing against. I've got nothing which stops elusive play. So I kind of have to get rid of the elusives while I can. Slowly but surely, Veigar. You throw down 2 Darknesses. Okay. Still have not found any of my Tri-Beam Improbulators. So I could consider getting rid of you. Throw down Doom Beast. Start to go a little bit wider on them, having to force them to maybe have to put some blockers in. Because the more you can force that deck to not be able to go big and go wide, the better. It's just all about trying to force them into it. It takes time, but you can get there. Okay, significant draw. It's a good deck for draw. It's fine. Let them buff up their elusive as much as they want. Technically, I guess we do have this. Which can, at the moment, until she levels, at the moment that is useful. Okay. So prank again. Most likely my draw. Oh, my draw costs more. No one ever wants to touch counterfeit copies. Okay. Okay, the Burblefish come. I feel like we want to do as much damage to them as possible.
You can't do this.
Because again, just forcing out any of the elusive stuff I can force out right now, I will do my best to do so. Because my hand is slowly but surely costing more and more. So I have to. Day's going good. How about you? Day's going fine for me, John. Thank you so much for asking. All is well. All is good in the so-called hood of Gomez. So, it's going well. Still haven't found my tri-beam Improbulator, sadly. But at least I've got another darkness act like a maker, so that's good.
There is light yet.
Throw you down. So I've got 4 damage. I can actually kill Nami before she levels, although I feel like elusive is the only thing that I can. I've only got you to defend me against the elusives. Okay. So I could actually immediately throw this down. Of course. So it looks like Veigar has taken a little trip to the Shadow Realm. I've actually got another Veigar in hand, and the comedy is that I don't care because I actually have got another one in hand. I don't even mind using this darkness and then I'm fine with this actually. Go on! Send him to the Shadow Realm! I can bring back another! I could even use this, but I want more darknesses. I want the option of more darknesses, so that's the reason why. I'm absolutely fine with this. Because you can still kill... You can still kill this, and then we can throw you down and still get another darkness out next turn. So, I'm actually fine with that. And they say that this elusive deck is broken! Ha! I can even make a copy of... the reason my counterfeit copies is in here is because we can make copies of, like, these kind of cards to be able to go again.
I go wherever the waves take me.
Of course you do. So is this actually going to be the level up? I mean, this would be the level up on him. I should probably be waiting for them to play another elusive, but I feel secure health-wise. I feel somewhat secure in my health, so... Of course! On the plus side, I still get the level up, so I'm okay with that. That's the level up on my boy! These darknesses can start going core! Okay. And the fact that I can actually make a copy of this card now to throw down is all good. They know my whole hand apart from one card. And that is the level up on her. Which is not good, but I will have to suffice. So if I go forward, they block there. I feel like I just leave this actually. Leave this with the plan of going into improvement on top of you. Get another darkness spell, be able to kill her off the board. Could go with going for their core, because like slowly but surely we're building that up, but I can wait. I can wait. Oh, correct, I get a darkness in hand at the beginning. I don't even need this. I forget that you make a darkness immediately anyway. Okay. Now the question is, so what I could do is, sod it. We're going with the immediate kill their champion. I feel it's important before they start getting like all of the spells and all of the buffs. Now admittedly they are going to get some spells and buffs, but I don't mind doing this. I know that I could have just thrown darkness into their core, waited till next turn, and I would have had lethal, but I've got other darkness makers in hand in terms of like using these spells, so obviously they might get hit, but I'm willing to wait, see what goes on. So the burble fish is starting to come at me. So I feel like I'm just gonna throw down
until I am no more.
Could throw this directly into core as I say, then like I get the darkness next turn as well. Ooh, I mean looks like they're gonna be going for killing Veigar. Okay. So is this for the rest of the game, or is it only when he's on the board that your darkness can target anything? Because I can't remember how the synergy of that card goes down in terms of can you actually use it and get like... We'll have to find out, because I actually, I don't even know myself. So we'll find out whether or not this card actually, once he's dead, whether it just reverts back to only targeting. So let's see. He's dead. It can still target anything, so I'm okay with that. Oh, don't wave it. Say only target the enemy. See, now it changes, so when he does die, it does go away. I kind of need to get rid of their elusives, in all honesty. I can kill you by other means in the future, but I guess I could have used this. I'm okay. I'm okay with the decisions I'm making here. He says, well, I know I should probably have gone for core before, but it's all good. It's not like Zoe's effect, it's an aura effect. No, I just wanted to make sure, because I've never had the thing where he's died to know whether or not it's a thing. Okay, so I can throw you down, get another darkness. Does mean that my opponent kind of knows it's a thing. They also know everything else that's in my hand, basically. I could counterfeit copies of darkness, but at this point, with Veigar not on the board to make it, I can go into their core. And the thing is, I still haven't found my Tri-Beam Improbulator, which is what this is all about.
Request is dangerous, but I will see it through.
Okay. I mean, I feel like, because that is their last Nami, I believe. That is their last one. So get as much buff as they can while they can. It's only elusive for the round, isn't it? Yeah, so it's only elusive for the round, so that doesn't really worry me as such. There's a lot of pranks going on though, which is where the worry comes in. Okay. I mean, I could grab you, but they'd probably target you like significantly. You're at least somebody who can come onto the board. Obviously, like you might get like all of these things now might get pranked. So suddenly my glimpse just, I mean, they never buffer about the counterfeit copies. Not that we've ever had to use the counterfeit copies. My draw, my poor glimpse, a true finale and welcome. My poor glimpse has gone up so much. Okay, so I can wait. I might actually have to use, the comment is I might actually have to use this because I might significantly need the draw. So I can throw down,
Time to reveal our superior battle tactics.
I can throw down you just to get another darkness in hand. Okay with it. It's zero, which is zero cost as well. So, and would do 2 damage to all the other enemies. Not that that really matters in this case, but it's still nice. It's still nice to have. I mean, admittedly, they could prank this. But okay. So if I'm gonna be doing 2 damage to everyone else anyway. That's doing 5 damage. So I feel like I target you. Am I willing to take the rest of this damage? This might end up being very silly. I guess actually I do want to remove you from the board as well. Yeah. Do this one, remove the rest of their board. So throw you down, remove their board, still 7 damage. 7 damage, and I guess I could have actually gone for doing this. I wonder, does that, just because it would keep that darkness as being 0, even though I kind of waited still to cost 3 because of my Tri-Beam Improbulator that was never found. Okay. I could actually go for this, just so that I'm removing this elusive. Though I kind of want to see if they play.
Let's give this a shot.
If they play another one, so I will go forward. Of course. I can live. I hope this is like a burble fish or something. Was hoping for a burble so I could just remove, but oh, sod it. I don't want to have to do this. I actually would prefer for there to be another elusive to hit other than Fizz. Okay. We'll go like you. Time trick. At least I get some. See, look, that's what I was talking about. Something like that would have been a nice other one to hit. Finally, we can get a Tri-Beam in hand. Not that a Tri-Beam would do too much for me. I feel like you are actually by far the better card to play right now. Because you allow me to get another... You allow me to get another one of these on the board. Which means that if they develop, I just throw down the darkness and it does 2 damage. So I wonder whether, because it's buffed by this, I wonder if I make a counterfeit copy of that, if that actually matters. I mean, I'm going to do it and see what happens, just in case. Just because I wonder whether or not we still get the does 2 damage to all other enemies as well as being a thing. Because if so, then that's just really funny and stupid, and I love it. Do I just leave this? Or do I feel like I'm sorry, I'm going to leave it. So, there's only one card that I don't know what it is in that hand. Let's say 2, which there's 2, but there's one that could be like Fizz, like for all I know. I might end up regretting this and feel like I've moved too soon if Fizz drops, but we now go forward with significant damage. Go forward with significant damage. I'm feeling fine about this situation. Still feeling fine about this situation. Okay. Stress testing or minimal for something. Ooh. That's fine. You still live! So it's okay. Shadow vote to my opponent. I'm willing to keep this because I can still copy their stuff, which makes darkness as well. I'm gonna get rid of counterfeit copies for the time being. What? I'm actually deep diving to try and get a Tri-Beam Improbulator this time. Not that it worked. Ah, yes, there it comes when needed. Okay. It depends what version they've run, like, because obviously, like, there are prank versions.
Only I can command darkness. Only I.
I mean, I can make a copy of you. Because it's whether or not they would decide to attack forward or not. Like, it still is something which would be stopping their attack for 1 turn.
Give me your palace creatures.
It's because if they go forward, the darkness goes up. And so like, that's what I mean. It's stupid, but it was the only way to stop them for 1 turn. Making the darkness do something. Okay. I can actually make an exact copy of this and play it. The only problem is I'd rather make an exact copy of something that was making the darkness. Especially you see if I've got Tri-Beam Improbulator in hand. I'm gonna throw you down. Start getting up my Tri-Beam Improbulator. I don't really want to start increasing theirs, but at the same point I could remove this unit from the board. Not have to worry about, but stress testing could be a thing. So I've got to cut because they could block. Actually, no, because they use stress testing. Stress test in his burst speed. No. I could go for the glimpse. Actually, no, I kind of want to remove this unit from the board, so I'm not worried about it anymore. I'm willing to remove it, so I'm not having to worry about it. Could consider using you to remove my other draw. I'll wait. I'll wait and see what they play, whether or not there's anything. There we go! Now that's something worthwhile copying. I mean, admittedly, their darkness does 3 damage and can remove my one from the board, but I can still remove theirs from the board. So I'm okay with this. Okay. So I'm guessing they're gonna play Senna onto the board. It's either gonna be Senna or Veigar, which is Veigar. It's gonna be one of the 2. The only plus side that I have is that I do have Tri-Beam Improbulator up to at least 4 now. So yeah, darkness comes down because they want to throw down another darkness thing. I can use glimpse, but it's like I need to tell myself, do I want to use it on a free damage darkness, or do I want to use it when that darkness is considerably more? I feel like I want to wait until that darkness is doing more damage to deny it. Because that's the whole thing. You want to be denying it at the right time, I feel. 3 damage is not too bad. Especially considering that they've got this guy on the board who is making them go up. Okay. So. I could make some copy of some free, which is some of this. If I do this, I wouldn't be able to use this round, because this is this round thing. So there's no point in playing that. I was like, I could consider just doing which is just doing this on top of this. Okay. I don't know, I feel like I want to I should have actually waited. Why did I do it that soon? Because I could do this on top of this. But yeah, I should have waited because then it would have been just one more. But I can live with the decisions I made. The terrible, terrible decisions of which I made. So now I'm absolutely fine with this. So just slowing them down. I could throw my Tri-Beam Improbulator on top to kill you. Could also consider the Withering Whale just to do some damage. So I do feel like I do need to start trying to stop the damage of that. If we throw you out, I can actually throw the darkness down.
The elements bind the
So throw this down, kill this little guy. Of course, I live with that decision. Throw down this, kill this little man. Obviously, I said they're still going to be getting the darkness going up every single round from Veigar, but I will live with the decisions that were made. Okay. So Senna would make like some stuff go fast speed. Darkness in hand. So I could throw down you, just so I'm doing that damage. Because the thing is, whoever gets developed now is or I could even consider throwing this down to make a copy of you. So I could consider that. Because then that just means that. So I feel like they're gonna throw down Senna this turn though. So something in my mind brain tells me that Senna comes down this turn. But I could be wrong. So I can make a copy of you to get a darkness in hand. But sod it, I'll throw this down. The problem is that darkness is getting more powerful and more powerful. Of course the pokey stick. So the darkness is getting more and more powerful. I've got less ways of dealing with it. So I could throw you down, but then they just throw down this. I've kind of... So this one's already at 4, which is nice. It's one of those weird things where I notice it's in hand, so I've kind of got to play around the fact of knowing that that's in hand. But I can't, because like I can't really develop anything, so I'll wait and see what they develop and see what I can see if I can work around it. Okay. I can use the less powerful. What like I know they're gonna use the darkness, but it's whether or not they throw another Veigar out or whether or not they throw a Senna out. I'll do this. Ah! The Shadow Blade, Ren Shadow Blade. So he's gonna die, definitely. Yep. They want to save that darkness for a rainy day, for when it's needed. I understand. Okay, if I throw this out yet again, I'm just giving them another target. But I'll do it. I'm trying to save Senna's life right here and now. The more spells that I use that are not the darkness, I'm okay with it. Okay. Because the more cards that we can kind of reveal from their hand, I'm all good. I could even consider using an Aretuza improvement over here, just so that I can defend the board. Defend the board a little bit more efficiently. I could obviously throw you down next turn, be able to use your darkness, but then probably go forward before that, and potentially even just use the darkness on top of you to kill you. Of course. I can wait. Actually, sod it. This is what we've become. Oh, wait. I'll wait and regret all my decisions. That was a fantastic top deck, thank you. I've got issues with darkness, but it's okay. So, I could throw this down. They could hit this. Because obviously it's got life still, so it makes it more of a target that they might want to go for. It's why I feel like they've got another darkness activator in hand, and then they're just waiting. Just waiting. Yep, they're throwing down that pop, which is that popcorn emote, because they know. Yeah, so you instantly die here. I could actually make a copy of you. I wouldn't really mind a copy of just the lifesteal one who can go again and again and again. I've still got the ability to use darkness this round. So do this in case they just pass, I might as well get the hit on their core. Because this is still helping out my Veigar, so it's okay. I'm okay with this. Okay, so darkness now costs less. I have got you at 8. I could actually make my darknesses cost 1 less, but that would completely destroy the point. So if I throw Senna down now, I feel like they throw down a darkness, which just killed my Senna. Because bear in mind their darknesses are up to like a lot higher than mine. Or do I just want to? I feel like I want to throw down you. Actually, but I wouldn't be able to use the darkness again. Looks like it's gonna be you.
The elements bind the living and the dead.
I'm starting to get to the point now where the units start to get worse the more that we get into this. Okay.
Life is cyclical.
Yes, the units do start to get worse the more that we go up from this point onwards. Okay. Not my tri-beam Improbulator! Now they know! Now they know what my tri-beam does! Okay. So. Might as well go forward because they're most likely going to use it on top of you, so. Might as well.
Oh, my dear.
Might as well get a little bit out of this while I can before the darkness hits on top. Okay. Of course. I can wait. This is what we've now turned into, is the waiting game. Then no. Okay. So we still know that they've got a darkness.
Let's roll.
I can consider throwing you down because I know that this is going to do 2 damage. Across, they've kind of got to go forward first. Yeah. So.
What are you made?
Allow damage to go in.
I got it, Tess.
Feels like a plan. Don't lose any health. Don't lose any health and everything, and then we just use this over here. So immediately, we still don't know what this other card is. We still don't know what this other card is. And it could legitimately be. I mean, we go forward. We go. This is the stage now. We're just go. Because we know they've got darkness, but they probably know that we've got they know that we've got one of these tri-beam Improbulators. They know that we've potentially got they must know we've probably got Senna or something like that in the hand. So they're just waiting. I can wait. I can wait until you throw down one of your champions, hit them with tri-beam. Just how I know this removes one of my champions, I know that my tri-beam Improbulator removes one of theirs. Okay, so the comedy of the fact that we know that they're gonna throw down so they're gonna throw down darkness on top of our ones, so we can still, as stupid as this is, use this and still use a We can do this, which just means that if they're gonna throw down the darkness on top of you, I can't really deal with, but I can still throw down this darkness to do some damage in here. I could have actually considered saving the mana, so I could have thrown down. Could have thrown down a little bit more, but I'll take 7. Don't want to throw down a predict at this point in the game. I mean, Veigar's definitely not going to survive. But it depends now. What it depends on. So I could actually throw down. Because my so I can level Veigar. I can level Veigar. And know that I've also got Senna. They've only got 2 cards in their hand. We're thrown down. Expecting him to die, by the way. Expect him to die. But we can remove this.
Walk the fabric, minions.
So we can throw down this over here. So I've got potentially. I feel like I want to use this copy on top of this one now. So I'll do that and then just pass. I really want to be using these because like all the work we've done for these trophy improbulators. Okay. Immediately remove this catalyst from the board. Not that it really matters, but this is the thing. We're actually now in the advantage against this control deck. We've actually now got the advantage. It's just like, other than Ruination, but obviously if they throw down Ruination, we've still got things that we can. We've still got things we can throw down. I can wait. We go forward. We've actually now turned the tide. It was actually looking. Consider the fact when you think about how powerful their darkness is compared to mine, like their darknesses are on like 8 or 9 or something, but it doesn't matter because we've been able to control the board still, and it's fine. I can throw this damage in directly into their core. This damage is also buffing these fleeting tri-beam improbulators, and literally all it takes is just throw something down, throw anything down, I can remove it. So this now becomes a game of just I can wait. I can wait as long as it takes. I can even throw this directly to core now. So shadow mode to my opponent. Shadow mode to my opponent. Out of curiosity, what would we have got? I mean, I know that I'm now opening up the chance for the. Actually, no, we'll just go for the lethal while we've got it. Let's not go silly. I would have liked to have seen, but at the same point they could have then removed my Veigar and I could have ended up going down a terrible road. So shadow mode to my opponent. Let's just take the victory. I really want to put Veigar in this deck again. But the chance of increasing the darknesses so that the darkness damage goes up and the tri-beam improbulator damage goes up. That's where the plan's going there, Sonny. Okay. So, gonna get rid of everything here. We're kind of deep diving, as always, for that tri-beam improbulator. That's what I'm talking about! Okay, oh, getting all of them. Excellent. So, we can potentially go, so we wait. Throw down Zoe so I can throw down... Why did I never throw down Zoe to be immediately Vile Feasted? Come on! So, Solari going into Darkness. It depends on whether or not they play Zoe. I mean, as long as I can hope, because bearing in mind, there's Power Cascade, there's the shield thing. There are ways they can get past this. Potentially, like they're in PNZ as well, so they could always have suit up. Could always, like, you never know. They could have suit up. For all we know. So throw this down. Give myself a darkness. Potentially throw down Demacian Sentinel with darkness killing Priestess. Slowly but surely, the tri-beam improbulators.
Demacia sends its regards.
So throw down darkness on top of you. I guess we throw darkness down on top of their lifesteal unit, actually. Thank you for giving me another target. A better target. Now, admittedly, I do have issues when it comes to the invoke stuff. How many, there's so much good stuff in invoke. So I do have issues and problems and such. But I can wait. I've got Fearsome here. There's not really...
Perfection.
Do you remember what I was about to say? There's not really much they can do about this. I was wrong. Okay.
Let us cast
Actually, I guess we should do. Do I want to throw this? I feel like I want to throw down Senna with the ability to use Darkness immediately. So I could throw down a Doom Beast. A big pump. It depends on. I guess it goes into their turn first. So if they're gonna play, if they've had Vi in hand since the beginning, we see if they play Vi. And if they do, we kind of wait on the Senna front. But if not, I feel like I play Senna fast speed Darkness. It is only 2 damage at the moment, but it's still silent. And plus, whenever she attacks forward, she makes more Darknesses. I can live with that. So we're not gonna see Vi enter the field of play this turn. I mean, I say that. Wait a minute, because we saw they used Equinox, didn't they? And they got so obviously there are moves that they could have got from you that could potentially kill Senna in the future, but fast speed tri-beam Improbulators! Yes! Yes! Of course. I knew this could happen. I knew the risks I still went for them. I'll do it again, damn it! I'll do it again! Okay. 1 Senna down. But my tri-beam Improbulators are up to 4. If I can get to the point where tri-beam Improbulator can just kill Vi, I'll be happy. Can throw down you, still have access to Darkness. Can throw down you and actually even throw down a Doom Beast if I really wanted to. The company is our Darkness is still only doing 2 damage right now, but slowly he's helping. Slowly but surely, slow and steady wins the race. Okay. I feel like I'm willing to go with this. I could have I guess thrown the Damascene Sentinel forward as well. They are kind of useless to me at this moment in time. We'll accept and make a copy of you for free. It's never bad just having the option to go into another Darkness whenever needed. And I guess this is the cheapest way I've got of making Darknesses, so I'm okay with this. Okay. Question is now whether or not I just want to suck some of their health out. Could go for throwing down that Darkness and leaving myself with the Vile Feast over here. It does also mean that these are now to the point where they could potentially threaten Vi. Actually, correction, which she starts off on 4 tough, doesn't she? Yeah. So, I mean, if they were going to throw down a Power Cascade, of course. My plan, my Vile Feast plan, slowly but surely leaves me. Okay. Crumbling on what you can understand, silly. I mean, I go for this. I massively expect them to buff. But I guess I could still go for the tri-beam Improbulator move. No, son, I want to wait and see when they play Vi. I'm willing to wait on the Vi front. Okay, so I can still play Vi. I knew that they were probably going to buff themselves past it, but felt like I had to go for it. Okay, so Vi is not an issue at the moment. So I can still throw down one of these. It might be a little bit excessive to do 6 damage to a... It might be a little bit excessive to do 6 damage to a little girl. Just to send a message and let them know. But I feel it's crucial. It's crucial that the little... Ooh! Regeneration and Overwhelm. Not bad. Go on! Throw whatever you want at me! I mean, admittedly, they could still have a Mystic shot. So I can trade here and they can still have a Mystic shot, but I believe. Okay. So
Well,
go down this route. I could actually go for insider knowledge. How many cards have they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So actually, technically, I wouldn't. At the moment, this wouldn't make them burn one. So I was a little bit upset about that.
Join me if you want to live.
Okay.
Can a spirit fight to the death? Think
So
I'll learn soon.
I could consider Solari going into killing this, which would just buff these up. Obviously, if they've got Vi, I'm putting myself out of tri-beam range.
There is light yet within.
So there is the slight chance that I will regret this move. At least on the positive side, you are ephemeral, so I'll still have space on the board. But I can use darkness, which just means that these go up. Potentially Vi could come onto the board. I might end up regretting this decision. I will end up regretting this decision, I'm sure. But I go and just go as wide as hell on them. I mean, they've probably got heals coming out of their bumhole as well. When it comes to star shaping. But a 1 versus 1 being redeemed by Legend. So, swear Skeletor, Ed with the Prime subscription. Ed, how you doing, buddy? Looking forward to D&D. Like, I've still got to make my character. I've got like so many things that I've got to work out. Right. Sod it. I'm actually just going to throw everything forward. I know that these two are very easy to die, but it's whether or not they want to block any of the big boy damage, which is coming down the other end, which they don't. I mean, admittedly, I said they do have good heals. I will admit that my opponent has got good heals. But it's okay. Star shaping. Oh! Oh, no! He doesn't deserve to die like this! Okay. It's fine. My tri-beam Improbulator is up to 8. Just play Vi. Play Vi. Can't do it. You know you want to, secretly. Secretly, you wish to play Vi! You know it! Okay. I guess I could draw to, I mean, the problem is it does start to mean that this starts to get worse and worse and worse. Like the more that I use, which get this up, it goes worse and worse. But sod it. Especially, I mean, I say like 10. There are some good. It's when you get to 10, it becomes 50-50. 50-50 as to whether or not it's good or not. So I'm gonna throw you down. But what, now that you're up to 10, it becomes 50-50 as to whether or not they're good or bad. Because Zoe makes the mooses! I can wait. I guess I could dredger, but of course. They suck my own health away from me! Well played, Yugi. Well I mean, I need to kill this little girl. Okay. I really was keeping this back for Vi. Okay, on the positive side, I can still make a copy of my Doom Beast. I can't really see what I'm going to get out of this. So, sadly, we're now into Crazy Town Banana Pants. Okay. So, slowly but surely, this tri-beam starts going, stop believing, dude, the don't stop believing by Anonymous. That really needs to be longer. That's the only one they had on there, but I really wanted it to be the whole don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Okay, some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. They keep using my own Doom Beast against me. Okay. I kind of wanted to wait for this to go on to Vi, but it's almost feeling like I have to go. Let's go big or go home time, right? I guess I will go with, so you're the ephemeral one, so I will go with trying to find a what's his face? Counterfeit copies. I will try to find one. Probably not find one, but I will try to find one. Go forward. Force them to have to do some trades. So Zoe still lives, but I don't mind this. I know it's trade up my whole board and the little girl still lives. But at least they've lost that, at least they've lost that continuous, the finger boy, my boo-boo. Ah, finally, we use, I mean, oh, oh, am I gonna be that guy who plays Senna so I can get fast speed tri-beam Improbulator? They could have Hush. And look, she's not in like a crazy spot. How much is Zoe on? She's like... There could be another Vi in hand for all I know. Oh, wait. My opponent could just pass this back to me right now. Okay. Now they've gone forward and done an attack. I might end up regretting.
There's a lot of darkness out there. Let's make
I
some
might
of our
end up regretting these decisions. But they were my decisions. There we go. Yep. They were my decisions to regret, damn it. Okay. Try being Improbulator. I mean, there are no 30. I assume it just gives me a 10 cost unit. Ah, my big boy. So sadly, we lose Senna to the Shadow Realm. But she knew the risks. No! My big boy loses all of his stuff! How dare you insult the big boy this way? Okay.
Light is a lure.
I mean,
Dark.
they still have got the ability to maybe level her. I really hope that they cannot level her this turn. I really hope that they can't. It's gonna happen, isn't it? Let's face it. So... Yep, that's the level up. So Zoe's level, but they don't have many cards. The important thing to remember is that my opponent does not have many cards. We can do this, which just means that we're draining both of those. Obviously, there are moves they could have got round. Okay. I mean, I guess because the darkness is so low. I mean, my little man was so close, but no, we're gonna go in for damage. In for damage, and draw's more important to me. Go forward, people! I mean, I could, I guess, make a copy of her, but it's not, it's worthless.
Still, paint is just
I mean...
accidental art.
Oh, the fact that they got rid of the Scourge for that. Got rid of the Scourge, but we're gonna get them down. Get them down to 3. It's now all in the hands of the gods! Ooh. A nice card. I mean, that is actually a really nice card. The heals come down. And obviously, potentially a really good Celestial could come down. Heals and Celestial. I really want to see what I get off of this. So. They go big. Potentially really good. I mean, if I use this, I can instantly trade this off the board anyway. So,
Let's roll.
No arguments here.
the thing of it is that they know that they've got to go forward, but they know that I can trade right. They know that I can remove this from the board and then go for an immediate open. So, they have to do it. Pitiful! I mean, the thing of it is that now this kind of goes to waste. They can't use this card in the hand because it's got to be a 7 plus. So they can't use the card they've currently got in the hand. We've got an okay board. I can use Stalking Shadows, see what I find. And yeah, I am feeling somewhat okay right now. A 1 mana spell versus a 10 mana big boy Noxus guy. Who would win? Can you get what? No, you cannot. You cannot get Watcher from a Tri-Beam Improbulator. You can't get any token cards, so cards which are created through other cards. You can only get main deckable cards, because it'd be like, you know, saying that if it was a 1 cost Tri-Beam, that you could get like a 5/5 Yeti out of a 1 cost Tri-Beam, or you could get the 30/30 Overwhelmed Cat from a 1 cost Tri-Beam. It doesn't work on cards which are created by other cards. It's only cards which are main deckable. Let's have a little look and see what we get here. Ooh, I mean, I would take the Doom Beast, because double Doom Beast. Plus the fact we've got a fading memories. My memories, they fade! it's very unlikely that, like, we go for an immediate open. So next time we go for an immediate open, there should be nothing. There should be nothing they can do about that fact. If they do, then we do still have the Doom Beast with a fading memory. So we're okay regardless. My opponent might have left, but shout out to my opponent. Really well played. You played admirably. So really well, no, honestly, really well played to my opponent here. Like, it was really hard. I guess we could come. You're absolutely right. We could have fading memories. We could have fading memories, the big boy. But it's okay. It's okay. We could have gone for the fading memories on the big boy. Should have voted to my opponent. Really well played.
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.